Get rid of imposter syndrome by understanding that only you need to be aware of who you are. What anybody else thinks and says about you is none of your damn business. That's their opinion, and they're entitled to it. Understand that your perception of what somebody else thinks of you may not be true. That's imposter syndrome. So you go in there as the youngest and you instantly think that person's older than me, they know more than me. And because of the way they talk, they've got confidence. They've been in a job for a long time. They've got confidence. I'm standing up here, I'm confident about what I'm talking about because I know this stuff. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to poo-poo what you think. And I'm also not going to assume that you think that I am something else. Because if you do, it doesn't matter. But my assumption can be wrong. So just be you. Just be the youngest in the office and go in there and learn what it is that you want to learn. Go in there and do what it is that you want to do. Go in there and change the world. And if somebody doesn't like it, they will either tell you or they won't. If they tell you, you can have a conversation about it. But if you go in there as the youngest and assume that they are looking at you because you're the youngest and their behaviors are telling you, again, your assumption that they think they know more than you, that's you. That's all going on with you. That's got nothing to do with anybody else. You are assuming that they think, oh, look at this young bit. I'm the oldest. I walk in there and I just act like I'm the youngest. Yeah, I get upset when people tell me they was born in 1990 something. What? That was yesterday. Just remember that's imposter syndrome coming in and trying to tell you that because you're the youngest, you don't know anything. And you're taking that as read. You're saying, yeah, that's true, that's true. And as soon as you start telling yourself that that's true, you start seeing evidence of it being true. Try telling yourself that's a load of crap. Then you'll start seeing evidence of that thought is a load of crap. You get what you look for. Yeah? Have you ever been in a bad mood and the only people that gravitate towards you are the people that are in a bad mood? Because you're in a bad mood and you're noticing you're in a bad mood, you're in a really, really foul mood, you'll sit on the train and somebody there, you'll hear somebody on the phone to their brother having a big argument. You won't hear the laughter of the child sitting there. You won't hear somebody over there singing a little song, but you will hear the man down the end there having a full-blown argument with his aunt, his uncle, his brother, whoever, because you're angry. It's being evident to you. It's showing itself. You need evidence that life is shit. So that's what you're going to do. That's what you look for. Have you ever thought to yourself, I need a new car or I need a new pair of trainers or something, and you've got the picture in your mind and you walk out and all of a sudden you see that car or you see them trainers. You think, oh, they're the trainers that I want. There's that car I want. Everywhere you go, you see it because you're bringing it, you're thinking it. So when imposter syndrome comes into your world, remember what it is. Stop looking for evidence of it. Stop looking to validate it and look to devalue it. You're not good enough. Yes, I am. This is a perfect diagram of what imposter syndrome is. This is what it feels like when you are suffering with imposter syndrome. That's what you know, but everybody else knows so much more about you. Going back to very much to what you were saying. Oh, I shouldn't belong. I don't belong here. This is ridiculous. That's reality. Everybody knows the same, just different. So they'll know a bit of yours, you'll know a bit of theirs. That's the reality. So the reality actually is imposter syndrome should not even exist. When you look at what it is, but what reality is, we're all equal. We've just got different knowledges. We just know different things. We know bits of other stuff, but we are all as equal. They're all the same size, those circles. I love that diagram. Ten ways to overcome imposter syndrome. Yeah, these are practical things that you can do. Keep a journal. This is really good. This actually helps with so many different emotional traits. Yeah, keep a journal. Just write down, just a line. Don't have to go into long details. Not like when you're 16, you're like, I love John. It's not one of those journals. Just keep a jot of roughly how it's been today. Set yourself some goals, small goals. Yeah, I'm not saying, right, tomorrow I'm going to run the world. No, 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 just some small little steps. Tomorrow I don't want to feel this way, or tomorrow I'm going to eat lunch in the canteen with everybody else. Just some small goals. Yeah. Build a professional support network. Come along to a Saturday school and meet other like-minded people. Get 360 feedback. So with your imposter syndrome, ask people to give feedback on your work. Yeah, get them to physically tell you what it is instead of you assuming what it is that they think. Because again, going back to that diagram, what you think isn't actually reality. Update your CV. That is huge. I do this all the time. Just writing your CV and telling yourself what you know is powerful. You forget the things that you do on a day-to-day basis. I teach people to write a list, a to-do list. Every day you write a to-do list. So it could be open emails, check posts. It could be the same mundane things. That's your CV that you're writing there. Anytime I've had to update my CV, I've always just gone back to my lists. What's in here that's new? Oh, that ain't on my CV. That can go on. Oh, yeah, I did that. That can go on there. Because you're starting then to see your own power, what you can do. And all of a sudden you'll get a little nugget in there. No one else can do that. Yeah, I'm only 21 and they're all 55 and they can't do that. I did that. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, and it's very good at building up your own power. Get a coach. In case I didn't tell you, I'm also a life coach and I do have cards if anybody wants to know. Recognize learning and failure are okay. Can I also just say there is no such thing as failure. You cannot fail at anything. Anything, because as soon as you succeed at something, you want to improve on it. You want to move forward. So does that then mean that the success was a failure because it's not finished? You're never going to get it done. Never. Because every time you get somewhere in life and you think, yeah, that's what I've achieved. I've bought my house. Yeah, I've got to decorate. I've got to knock out the kitchen. I've got to build the bath. I've got to do this. You're still building on it. So you're always improving. Yeah. Keep a positive feedback file and start with giving yourself the positive feedback. You had a good day today. Yeah. Do things outside of work that make you feel good. Don't live to work. Work to live. Yeah, very important. You, lovely lady, go to school, learn what you need to learn and come home. School life finished. Go and play with friends. Go and communicate with family. It's not all and everything. It shouldn't just take over your whole life. Say it out loud to someone you trust. I feel like a fraud. I just stood here. Don't know how many people are tuning in, but I have just told the world, basically, I suffered from imposter syndrome 5 minutes before I came up here to speak to you. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm human. I'm still up here talking. If you all hate me, if no one's tuned in, I've still got to leave here and go and cook dinner for the old man and do some ironing and get on with my normal life. It's not going to affect the rest of my life. It's not the be all and end all. So if I am an imposter, if we start getting really bad feedback, that Lynda doesn't know what she's talking about. Okay. Don't tune in the next time. Yeah. It really doesn't matter that much. It's only you that can build it up. So why not flip it and play it down?